Hello everyone, this is Robyn. Welcome back to mypinkstamper.com. I'm so happy that you're here with me today. I am going to be spotlighting a brand new stamp set from our 2020-2021 annual catalog that's available starting June 3rd on my shopping page, shopmypinkstamper.com. This is called Celebrate Sunflowers, and I'm also using the coordinating dies. I'll have all of the information directly on my screen with the item codes. These are the only two items that are not available, so if you're watching this video in May 2020, you can still get everything else that you need. These will be available starting June 3rd. Okay, so we're going to jump right in. This is going to be a quick and simple card. There's only a little bit of die cuts and just these 3 color inks and a couple stamps, and that's all we're going to be doing. That's all we're going to be using. Okay, so I'm using the large sunflower. I'm using Thanks a Bunch and this leaf right here. And then I will show you what I'm using as I'm using it. If you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome. If this is the first time watching one of my videos, I hope you enjoy your time with me today and come back and visit often. Okay, so let me set everything aside. We'll start by using our crushed curry ink pad. I'm just going to open this up, slide it into place. And now this is a fairly large stamp. You can turn it around and stamp it directly. The first time I usually ink it up on its back, and then when we're going to also be using this for the background, then I won't need to do this. But this just ensures that I have good coverage, just at least the first time. And I'm going to stamp that right on here on Whisper White cardstock. This is just a half sheet. It's kind of in my scrap pile. I'll set that aside. We're using it also with the background. Now I'm going to grab our old olive ink pad, turn this over and lock it into place. And we're going to be inking up 2 leaves just like that. Perfect. I can put this ink pad away. Now you're going to want to grab a background piece of paper, and I'll do that right now and I'll be right back. Okay, I have a piece of our grid paper. I love the grid paper. It's perfect to use on maybe you're stamping on your kitchen table, countertop, your desk, and you don't want to get ink on it. It's really nice to have these grid paper sheets. Okay, so I'm going to grab now a piece of crushed curry cardstock, and this is cut at 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And now we're just going to stamp a background. And this is this is probably the main thing, I'm not going to speak correctly today, I'm sure. This is what got me started stamping in the first place. I was a scrapbooker. I had been scrapbooking for probably about 2 years, and then I came across Stampin' Up. This was back in, I think, the year 2000, and it changed my life. I said to myself, oh my goodness, I can make my own background paper for my scrapbooks, which it's funny now because I don't scrapbook as often. I was thinking of that today. I need to make more scrapbook pages. But that's really what got me in stamping. And then I started making cards, I make bags, I make tags, you name it, I make it. If it can be stamped, I stamp it. Okay, so isn't that beautiful? I made my own background with just ink and a stamp. Super easy. If you're an advanced stamper, anyone can do this. Beginner, anyone. All right, so now I'm going to do one last thing with stamping. I'm going to grab our early espresso ink pad, and then I'm just going to stamp directly on top of all of this the cardstock that's already stamped. And this is going to say, thanks a bunch. Some of my customers, some of you watching this will be your thank you card in your pack. I'm catching up with my April thank you cards and packs. I like to make all of my customers hand stamped cards, but I had a little renovation done in my craft room, and so I just moved back in yesterday, so I'm playing catch up this week. Okay, long story, right? But some of you might be interested that are waiting for your handmade thank you cards from me. Okay, so now I'm going to set this right on here. This is the Big Shot. We have a brand new die cutting system coming out this summer. I'm so excited. And I will let you know. I have a blog, mypinkstamper.com, that I update this month in May, I've updated almost every single day, but I try to update it as often as I can so you can always find out what's going on. Okay, so to line this up, you just kind of turn it until it lines up. And when I'm filming my tutorials, I'm at a really weird angle. So it's a little bit harder for me to line it up sometimes. Yay, I did it. I think it doesn't have to be perfect. Perfection is not required with paper crafting. Just remember that. I like to say that often. I remind myself that I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but I'm not with paper crafting, which is kind of weird, but it's true. All right, put this right on top, run this through, and then that just cuts out the image. So if you've never used dies before, look at that. Super easy. Isn't this amazing? I love this so much. I'm getting so excited about stamping. I have not been in my craft room in about a week making projects, and so I've been missing it. I've had to work out of another room in my house, and it just wasn't the same because all of my stuff was just in the hallway, crying to go back into this room. If you'd like to see a picture of my renovation, my update, you can go to mypinkstamper.com and just type in my pink loft, and then you'll see my current condition of my craft room. Okay, that's it. So now we can go ahead and put this card together. Super fast, super easy. My card base is thick Whisper White cardstock. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, and it's cut in half, and it's a little bit thicker. It's the thick. I like to use this for the card base. My bone folder is still on the other side of the room. I haven't put everything away yet for my renovation. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and use some of our adhesive, and I'm going to add it to the back of my crushed curry cardstock. I like to say the names just in case you're new to Stampin' Up. Everything coordinates. We have a whole line of exclusive Stampin' Up colors, and we have coordinating cardstock. You can get ink refills. You can get some embellishments that coordinate as well, which is super. As a scrapbooker, that was super important to me. Now I have a little strip of our early espresso cardstock. This is cut at a quarter of an inch by 5 inches. And then I'm using our glue dots because it's kind of small space. I like to use the glue dots. I like to let them know that they're still loved. I don't use them as often because I don't need them as much. And this is just going to go across right here from side to side. Isn't this a fun card? Okay, we're going to be using our glue dots again. And I'm going to now put them on the top part of the base of my leaf. I don't know why I said it like that, of my leaf. Okay, I'm out of practice doing my videos. I've probably filmed and edited over 1,000 in the past 13 years, probably 2,000. And I still feel like I'm a beginner video person every single time. And that's what I love about it because I don't ever want to get too professional. Okay, there we go. And I tell you the story of my life. So if you're new to me, my son graduated high school today. I just thought I'd share that. He's my third child. I have 2 married daughters, and my son graduated today from my car. We had to, because of the conditions of the world, he got to get out of the car, and he walked across the stage, got his diploma, we took pictures, and then he got back in the car. And then we had fireworks tonight at the high school, which was really fun. Okay, there was that. See, I told you a whole story, and I finished a card. And you blink, you might have missed it. Okay, so there you go. And if you like what you saw today, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and click the little notification bell. And also, I love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to hear what you thought of your first video. Please let me know below as well. And you can find me, more of my projects, tutorials, and weekly giveaways directly on my website, mypinkstamper.com. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.